I believe you're there and you can hear me loud and clear. So this afternoon, we're going to be looking at Introduction to MetaTrader. This session is actually for beginner traders. You're there, you're a beginner trader. Then I tell you, you have a lot to learn on how to use the MetaTrader platform this afternoon. Okay, so before we move ahead, I want to be sure we're on the same page. If you're there, you can hear me loud and clear. Please go ahead and type a yes in the comment section, or you can drop the fire emoji. I want to be sure you can hear me loudly and we can proceed from there. So I need your feedback. Just drop a yes or a fire emoji. Okay, I'm getting one feedback. Good afternoon. All right, I'm seeing quite a number. Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Sheiban College Joseph Adewumi Favor Joe. Okay, so that means you all can hear me loud and clear. So let's get started. Good afternoon, sir. Frank Gabriel, and somebody else dropped a comment. Okay. All right. So, okay, good afternoon. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this well. Is it Suriname Alvin? Good afternoon to you, sir. Pardon me if I didn't pronounce your name well. All right, so Lester, like I said, this class is essentially for beginner traders. I want to know if you're a beginner trader, just drop your eye. Let me see you. A beginner trader, still very new to trading. Okay, I'm seeing one feedback. Okay, good afternoon, Adewumi. Thanks for that feedback. All right, so to get started, I want to show you how to download the MetaTrader platform. Now, the trading platform we use, the MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, was designed by a company called MetaQuotes. MetaQuotes is a financial services company, software, related, and they designed this platform to be used in forex trading. It's one of the most widely used platform. That's the MetaTrader platform used in forex trading. There are two versions, MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. Now, if you want to download the MetaTrader platform, on PU Prime, all you need to do, you can go direct to our website, or you log into our back office, where you can still do the same. But I'm showing you now how you can download directly from our website. So when you get to the PU Prime website, just type www.puprime.com. Once you type that on your browser, you can see this is PU Prime, which we are seeing at the moment. Just highlight on trading. You can see I'm highlighting my cursor on trading. Then scroll down to under trading platform. You can see all the trading platforms we have. We have the PU Prime app, we have the PU Prime copy trading, the PU Web Trader, then we have the MetaTrader 4, the MetaTrader 5, and the PU Social. But then what we need this afternoon is the MetaTrader. Now you can download either MetaTrader 4 or 5. But then normally recommend MetaTrader 4 for beginners. It's a lot beginner friendly compared to MetaTrader 5. Now the difference between the two is that the MetaTrader 5 is just a little bit more advanced than MetaTrader 4. There are some features on 5 that is not on 4. The MetaTrader 5 is an upgrade on MetaTrader 4, but usually for beginner traders, MetaTrader 4 is just good enough for you to get started. So I'll just click on MetaTrader 4 and you see the button download MetaTrader 4. So you can click on the download button and from there we can download the trading platform. But then I will not go into all that. I'll just go straight to the platform itself, which has been downloaded. And that's what I'm showing you on my screen. This is MetaTrader 4. This is what it looks like. Now today Now, this class is going to be in two segments. Today, we're looking at the MetaTrader 4 desktop. On Wednesday, we're going to be looking at MetaTrader 4 or 5 mobile, those who are using it on the phones. Today is for those who are using it on their laptop. So that's why we're doing the desktop version today. So when you download the MetaTrader 4, the chart is going to open in this way. Let me scroll over to Euro USD. All right. So this is the format you're going to see it when you download afresh. You're going to come in this one, but you can format it. You can, modify it to a chart interface that is easy for you to use. Normally, what I do, which I teach my students, is to make it more user friendly for me. I want to remove all these rectangle boxes. Just click on anywhere on the screen. You go to this place labeled grid, GRID. Once you click that, all those black, all those rectangle boxes will disappear. So you are left with a black background. Now, if this black background is okay for you, then go ahead and start using it to trade. But then for me, I still want something cleaner and more sharp to trade. So I want to change the background color. Now, this platform is so flexible, you can modify it to whatever suits you. So again, I'll right click. I'll go to properties. Under properties, I'll go to uh common. Sorry, not, I'll go to colors rather. Then I want to change the color background color to white. So currently the background color is black. I'll click the drop down, change it to white. Foreground color is currently white. I'll change that to black. The bar up is lime. I want to change that to green. The bar down is lime also, but I want to change that to red. Then the bull candle is black. I'll change that again to green. The bear candle is white. I'll change that again to red. All right. And with that, I modified the chart to something cleaner. This is what it looks like now, which is a lot cleaner and sharp for me to analyze the market with. Now, the first thing you want to learn as a beginner trader, you want to know how to place trade. Maybe you've not placed a trade before as a trader. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Definitely, we're going to touch on so many aspects of this platform. Let's just take it one step at a time. So to place a trade, you go to the new order button. That's this button up here. If you have a laptop, this is exactly the way you're going to see it. New order. New order is the same thing as saying you want to place a new trade. So I'll click on it. Now I'm doing all this on Euro US dollar, Euro USD. So you can see the symbol. That's the symbol of the currency pair or the financial asset you're trying to trade. It can be a currency, it can be stock, it can be crypto, it can be indices or commodity. The choice is yours. But for now, I'm looking at the currency pair Euro USD. The volume talks about the lot size. Now, on this platform, you will not see lot size, but volume represents lot size. Then next thing here, you see the stop loss, the take profit, then market execution. Now, I'll explain all of this. Now, the lot size again is a volume. It determines the percentage of a trading capital that is exposed to the market each time you place a trade. Take profit is the profit you are willing to take on a trade. And once you set the take profit, right here, that means that if price gets to that level, the platform will automatically close the trade in your favor once it gets to the specified take profit level. And stop loss is the risk you are willing to take on a trade. So if the market moves against you up to the stop loss, the platform will also close the trade in a loss. Now, the essence of this loss is actually to protect your equity, or otherwise called your capital. Now, market execution. There are two types of market execution. There is instant market execution and there is pending order. Now, if I click the drop-down menu, this becomes clearer. You can see there's market execution, there's pending order. Market execution is used when you want to place a trade now. You want to enter into the market now, you use market execution. Pending order, on the other hand, is used or trades that will take place later, but you want to program the platform to set up the trade now, then it will be triggered when price gets to that desired price level. But for now, we'll just look at instant market execution. So I'll take a trade now. It's a random trade. It's not a signal. Please, I'll sound that caution again. I'm not giving a signal. I just want to take a random trade to show you how to place a trade. So this is Euro USD. If I click buy by market, it means I'm taking a buy trade. I'm entering the market now. So I'll click it, and you can see the trade has been taken. You can see minus 1.8. So why did this trade start as a negative? Why minus? Why not just 0, 0? Because there is a spread on this instrument. You know, when you're trading, the spread is the difference between the bid price and the ask price. So on every asset, there is a spread attached to it. However, if you want a no spread account, want our ECN account, I think you need minimum of $1,000 or $5,000 to get a zero spread, account. But then if you're on standard cent, definitely there's going to be a spread on every trade that you take. So that it started with minus 1.8 does not mean you're losing. That is just indicative of the spread on that instrument. So the trade we took now is purely an instant market execution. Now, I didn't put take profit or stop loss in it. I did that deliberately because I still want to show you how to set those parameters. So I want to close this trade. If I want to close it, I can right click. I can go to close order and it's closed. It's as simple as that. It's a very flexible platform. All right, now let me show you something. If you're taking a buy trade, it's because maybe after analysis, you believe price is going higher. So you are buying. If you're taking a self trade, it means you believe after analysis that price is going in the downward direction. So that's the reason why you're selling. So in a buy trade, this black line here indicates the current market price. Now, in trading, what we are dealing with is price of a financial asset. We don't have the physical assets. We don't have a physical dollar or pound or euro anywhere. What we are trading is the current market price of the Euro USD in the international market. So as such, we'll reference this entry price, this current market price as the entry price. Now, because we are buying, we expect price to go higher. So if price is going to go higher, it means our take profit will be above the entry price. And our stop loss will be below the entry price, which is the current market price. So let's take a buy trade now. So I'll come back to new order and I'll set this up as my take profit and this as a stop loss. So let's take that. Take profit now will be 1.17618 and the stop loss will be 1.5599. So we'll click buy by market and we've taken the trade. Now, if you come to the lower part where you can see the trade, you can see that this platform is an advanced platform that gives you every necessary information. The first thing you have here is the order number. Now, every trade has its own unique order number. The date the trade was taken, the date the trade was taken, which is today, 23rd of March 2026, by 18 hours, 19 minutes, 11 seconds. Now, the current time is 4:19 p.m. 4:19 is actually, I think, 16 hours in our local time. So that means that our platform time is 2 hours ahead of our local time. Take note of that, please. Then the type of trade, it's a buy trade. The size. Now, if I mentioned earlier that on this platform, you will not see lot size, you will see volume. And now you're seeing size. Volume size, both of them represent the lot size. Then the symbol, the instrument you're trading is Euro USD. Here we have the entry price, the stop loss, the take profit. This price here is the current market price and it will always fluctuate. You can see the other price does not move because you only enter the market with this price. It's just the entry price and it's been noted, while the current price is the one that is fluctuating. It is going up or down depending on market movement. Then we have commission swap, and this is the profit. Now, when your trade is in minus, let me explain this. It does not necessarily mean you've lost the trade. As long as it's active, it's not a losing trade. It only becomes a losing trade when you accept the loss. How do you accept a loss? One, if the trade is stop loss, then you already specify that if it gets to that level, the platform should close the trade against you. So that means you accepted the loss. The other way to accept a loss is if you manually close a trade. So if I come here now, I right click and I click close order, then that means I've accepted the trade. Otherwise, that negative trade can still reverse eventually to become a positive trade if your analysis is correct. Take note, that's a clause. I'm not saying all the time that all negative trade will reverse back to be profitable. No, such is not guaranteed. But if your analysis is correct, it's possible that the negative you are seeing is just a retracement and it's just a function of time. Price may still reverse back to your original direction. So I've showed you how to place a buy trade. So let's see how to place a sell trade. So while we, took a buy trade because price was going higher, if we're taking a sell trade, let me open USD CHF. It goes in opposite direction to the Euro USD because it's negatively correlated to the Euro USD. Okay, I think I'm having a slight technical issue here. Okay, let me see if I can use any other currency pair. Mr. Guchuku, you're not too late. You're welcome on board. All right, this is perfect. This is catch CHF. Now, from analysis, I'm bearish on this particular one. If you join the money analysis today, you remember I mentioned this that I'm bearish on the USD CHF. I'm bearish on the CAT CHF. Even the GB CHF is equally bearish. Most of these pairs, and it's because the CHF is actually very strong at this point in time. So the anti-CHF pairs are going bearish. Okay, Abbas Usman, sir, hope you will drop a video. Definitely, this class is being recorded, and at the end of the class, the video will be dropped. Just check your WhatsApp group to watch it over and over again. All right, so now we're looking at a bearish movement on this particular instrument. If you want to take a sell trade, now we should take note of this. This again becomes our current market price. We are bearish, meaning the take profit will be lower, will be way below, and the stop loss could be above the entry price. So in a sell trade, in a bearish trade, take profit is below entry price or current market price, while stop loss is above the current market price, which is equally the entry price. So I can as well come over here and I'll place, I leave my volume to be 0.1, take profit to be 0.56, 442. Stop loss will be 0.57546. Then I click sell by market. Okay, I didn't do something correctly. You can see it just noted me that. Okay, 0.56442 as take profit. Okay, stop loss 0.575. Okay, so now I made a mistake. It should be 57546. So the platform is, I told you it's an advanced platform. It will notify you even if you have made a mistake. All right, you can see I just took the trade. So we are bullish on the Euro USD. We are bearish on the CAD CHF. Again, for the CAD CHF, even though we've done analysis, I'm not in any way saying you should enter a sell now. I'm only teaching. This is a teaching session. It's not a signal session. Take note of that, please. All right. So let me show you other parts of this platform. Now, this upper part here is called the market watch. I just circled it now. Market watch. That is the timer on our global server. And like I mentioned earlier, our platform is 2 hours ahead of the local time. Now I need to show you indicators. Now there are indicators on the platform. So what do these indicators do? They help us to uh, predict the future direction of price. There are indicators. Let me just illustrate. The indicator section is up here. You can see that place I circled up there. There are trend indicators. There are oscillators. Under trend indicators, there is an average directional movement index called ADX. There is a moving average and there is a parabolic SAR. Then under oscillators, time will not permit me to go in all these, but I'll show you the ones that we use more often. Uh, Under oscillators, we have the relative strength index and MACD. I'll touch on these two. So I already have it downloaded, but I'll do a fresh download so that I can understand how we do this. Just a second, please. All right. Um, okay, sorry, this system is hanging. Sorry, just a second. My system is hanging. Okay. All right. Okay, good. So I'll delete these two. I'll come back to it later. Okay, so the RSI will come under oscillators and we'll click on the relative strength index. So it has a default setting of 30 and 70, but then can also add 50 to it. Just click add. Now let me explain the 70 and the 30. The 70 is labeled as the overbought zone, meaning anytime RSI gets to 70, let's find a 70, okay? This is 70. You can see RSI hits the 70. This is the 70 zone here, and this is the 30. So when RSI hits 70, price reversed from bullish to bearish. So now when it's at 30, there's a reversal also from bearish to bullish. So let's look for 30. For RSI 30, let's flip the chart backwards. So the 70 is said to be overbought zone, while the 30 is the oversold zone. So this is a time when RSI was at 30 or below 30. When it's below 30, it's completely oversold. All right. So you can see here, it's way below 30. This is the 30. So you can see there's a reversal from downtrend to uptrend. So at RSI 70, we expect price to reverse from bullish to bearish. At RSI 30 or below 30, we expect price to reverse from bearish to bullish. But the most important part of all this is when RSI crosses from above 50 to below 50. That is seen as a bearish signal. Like in this instance, you can see the same way the RSI crossed from above 50 to below 50, you can see the sell up there. Same thing, when RSI crosses from below 50 to above 50, that can also be seen as a buy signal. So take note of that. Now, the other indicator, which I said I'll show you, is called the MACD. That's the moving average convergence and divergence. And it's one of the best indicators used to determine a change, a complete change in direction in the market. So if you click on MACD, this one, you don't need to change any setting. All of them default setting. For the MACD, now there's a midpoint, which is a 0. That's the midpoint. If the histogram crosses from below 50 to above, sorry, below 0 to above 0, that is a buy signal as well. And if it crosses from above 0 to below 0, that will generate a sell signal. So let's look for such a scenario. Okay, I found one. Here, the MACD crosses from above 0 to below 0, and you can see price actually moved into the bearish direction. Now, all this can be combined with other indicators or other trading style to give you what is called a trading strategy. Now we'll come to this important segment, which is called the time frame. You can see up here, I'll just circle this. You can see M1, M5, M15, M30, H1, H4, D1, and all the rest. What does this represent? It represents what is called time frame. Time frame. Now, M1 is 1 minute time frame. I'll click on it now. M1, 1 minute time frame. This is a 1 minute time frame. Now, if you look at the market watch, which is this section here, we're going to look at it up till it crosses to 00 when a new minute, shows up. It's already on 44, 45 seconds. Now you discover that once there's a new minute, a new 1 minute candle will automatically be formed. So let's count 55 seconds, 56, 57, 58, 59, 00. And you'll see a new candle will appear. You can see a new candle appear just now. So that means that on the 1 minute time frame, every 1 minute, a new candle is formed, showing us what is happening in the market. For instance, for several 1 minutes, you can see that the market has been in an overall downtrend for the last, several 1 minutes. Now, for the 5 minute time frame, it means that for every 5 minutes, a new candle will appear on the chart. The same thing, 15 minutes time frame, every 15 minutes. Then for 1 hour, this means that every 1 hour, a new candle will appear. So that means in the last, like how many hours now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the last 5 hours, CAT CHF has been bearish. It's been selling. Now, if we go to a 4-hour time frame, which is H4, this is H4 here. Every candle represents 4 hour. 4 hours means there can be 6 of it in 1 day. So here, this is also telling us that for quite a number of 4-hour candles, the market has been in an overall bearish direction. And on like that, I think I'll stop with the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, this is a candle that shows us what happens the entire day. Whether that instrument has been bullish or bearish the entire day. That is what the daily time frame shows us. I'm trying to switch to the daily time frame. Okay, it's not switching. Um, okay, let's move on. Now, so what's the implication? All right. So on the daily time frame, it means we have just one candle that shows us what is happening the entire day, whether the currency pair has been bullish or bearish the whole day. The candle is showing us. So what's the implication of this time frame I'm talking about? The implication is that it determines the kind of trader you are. There are four types of trader. There are those called the scalper, there are the day traders, there are the swing traders, and there are those that are called position trader. And your trading style will be based on one of these four. And it also depends largely on your personality as an individual. So, for example, those who are called scalpers, they are fast-paced traders, means that they are short-term, very short-term traders, and they are only trading on a small time frame, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. That's the time frame they use in trading. So that means that trade can be executed and can close within 15 minutes. Now, the next one is called the day traders. These ones, they open and end their trade within the trading day. So if they open a trade in the morning, latest in the evening, it can be in the next 1 hour or maximum before the end of day, the trade is expected to close. So for the day trader, they trade on the daily time frame, the 4 hour and the 1 hour. So those are called day traders. And they're looking for profit in the range of 25 to 30 pips per trade. And we have those that are called the swing traders. These are a more relaxed type of trader that can allow their trade to run from a few days to a week, 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks. And they can trade on the weekly, daily, and 4 hour time frame. The higher time frame is always used to identify trend, while the lower time frame is used to determine entry. And finally, we have the fourth one called the position traders. Now, these are long-term traders like long-term traders like the banks, like the hedge funds, they're trading on the monthly time frame using the monthly time frame for direction, and entry can be made on the daily time frame. Usually they're looking at profit in the range of 500 to 3,000 pips, and their trade can last from between 1 month to 1 year. That requires a lot of patience. So as a trader, you need to know where you really belong, what works for you. But usually most beginner traders, they start as intraday traders, making entry on either 1 hour or 15 minutes time frame. But with time, it's advisable you determine what really works for you. Either you're really a scalper, or you are a day trader, or you're a swing trader. So you need to take note of that. All right, I think we need to end this class here. Other things, as you start training, you get to pick up newer things on the way. Now, if you want to add a currency pair to the chart, this is how you do it. To add a currency pair to the chart, you come to this segment up here, that place with a green cross. You click on it. Okay, I think I'm having some lag here. Okay, you click on that menu and you see a drop down of different currency pairs or different financial assets which you can click on to trade. It's hanging. Okay, while we're waiting, if you have a question, you can go ahead and ask so that I can use that to buy the time. Any question? All right, so if you're new to the platform, this is PU Prime. Yes, go ahead, sir.
Yes, for beginners, what time frame should they actually make use of?
I
Is it
mentioned
5 minutes?
No,
Sorry,
for
not join them.
beginners, it's better you start with maybe 1 hour or 15 minutes. It's a lot better. Now, as you go on and you understand the business better, and you can determine what works for you, because these things is not cast in stone. It has to do with your personality as an individual also. So if you discover that you are a scalper, then you can now scale down to a lower time frame, like 5 minutes for entry. But generally, it's better to start off with maybe 1 hour or maybe 15 minutes. Well, that can get started with that. So I hope that answered the question, Mr. Uchu.
Yes, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir. My question is that how to set up that take profit TP1, TP2, and 3. I don't know how to set it.
Okay, if you're given the signal, then whoever gave you that signal already has factored all that in. But then let me just show you how you can do it by yourself also. If you have been able to understand strategy, you have a strategy that works for you. Now, for me, I use the tool called Fibonacci tool. You can see it on my screen, but unfortunately, my screen seems to be hanging at the moment. You can see the Fibonacci tool right here. So I can use each of the Fibonacci levels as a take profit level. Just a second. So I can use each of these Fibonacci levels. So I can use Fibonacci level 38.2 as a TP1, Fibonacci 50 as TP2, and Fibonacci 61.8 as TP3 because by my analysis, I'm expecting a crash in pricing. So that's how different take profit levels can be determined. I hope that answered the question, sir.
Yes, my question has been answered. And then my second question is that there are sometimes I used to hear that they are saying there is Asian session and other session. So I don't know which one is a good session for you to take a trade or to analyze a trade.
Okay, the best time to trade, you have there are actually three sessions. There's the Asian session, the London session, the New York session. Asian session is between 1 a.m. Nigerian time and 10 a.m. Nigerian time. London session is between 8 a.m. Nigerian time and 5 p.m. Nigerian time. And New York session is between 1 p.m. Nigerian time to 10 p.m. Nigerian time. Now, any of these sessions, nothing really bad with them. It's more about our geographical location. Now, here in Africa, our time zone is close to that of Europe. So the European session works best for us. Even American session still works. But then the best of the time is when there's an overlap between two sessions. Like between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. in the morning, for instance, there's an overlap between the Asian session and the London session. Asian session ends by 10. London session starts by 8. So that 2-hour window, there's a lot of volatility in the market, which can help you make a lot of trades. Take a lot of trades rather. And also in the afternoon, there is New York session starts by 1 p.m. London session ends by 5 p.m. So we have a 4-hour window in the afternoon. And during that period also, there's always news from United States or Canada. So that gives a lot of volatility, in the afternoon session, which starts by 1 p.m. That's the New York session. So at PU Prime here, that's why we have two analysis sessions, 7 a.m. in the morning, so that we can guide you to the best opportunities between 8 to 10 a.m. when we have the overlap between the London and the Asian session. And in the afternoon by 12 p.m., we'll also give you insight into what will happen between the 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. and New York session. So these overlap periods, they are very good times you can trade. But then it still depends on your strategy. For example, if you're a swing trader, you can pick a trade anytime. But if you're a day trader, it's better you trade during the day, during the overlap in the morning and the overlap in the afternoon session. I hope that answered the question, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yes, my question has been answered.
Good afternoon,
Thank you.
sir.
Sorry, Mr. Muhyiddin, please a second. And an addition to that is that there is also the best days of the week to trade, which can give you good result also. And that's on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Now, we're not saying don't trade on Monday and Friday. All we're saying is that you stand a chance to get better result on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Usually Monday can be very quiet because most times there's no fundamental event on Monday. So market, can range. And Friday is not really bad, except in the afternoon when there can be end of the week volatility, which sometimes can destabilize the market. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you have a lot of stability and the price moves in a defined manner, which can help you make profit. So these are things you should take note of as a beginner trader, as you start trading by yourself. All right, Mr. Muhyiddin, your question, sir.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
My own question is on this RSI.
Okay, sir.
So at times when I'm looking at that chart, the RSI at times any instrument can pass that 70 to 80, and
Okay.
it will not come down in time in hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It will not come down. At times it will go up more than 80 or something, including the 30% or something. It will go down than 2019 at times. So what can I do when there is a situation like that?
The only thing you do is to be patient. That's why patience is a virtue in trading.
Okay.
There's no way around it other than being patient. But like I explained earlier, what is most important about the RSI? The overbought and oversold zones are very important, but the part you need most is when the RSI crosses from above 50 to below 50. That will happen faster because just like you said, sometimes RSI can hit 70 and it keeps going higher and higher and higher. And you have to patiently wait till a crash happens. But once it has crossed below 50, the sell is going to be faster because it has crossed below the midpoint. Or if it crosses above 50 into a buy zone, in that instance also, it has crossed the midpoint. You see faster action. So that should be what you look out for more. RSI crossing
Okay.
below 50 for a sell, above 50 for a
Uh,
buy.
Bye. Okay. All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir. Okay, I'll take a last question. Anybody? So while we're waiting for the last question, don't forget we have physical training session twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. at both our Abuja office and Lagos office. So if you happen to live around Abuja and its environment, you live at Yanyan, live at Maraba, Kefi, and all those areas, be at PU Prime office tomorrow. Walk and Connect Building 50, a B2 Ukiwe Street, Jabi, Abuja by 11 a.m. And if you live in Lagos and its environment, you live at Yanopaja, Mowe, Surulere, in Lagos, make your way to our office at 54B Adeniyi Jones Avenue, Lagos Executive Lounge, 54B Adeniyi Jones Avenue, Ikeja. Time for training is 11 a.m. All right. In the absence of further questions, I think we'll end this training here. Just as it's been requested, I'll drop the link to the video. Make sure you watch it over and over again to get clearer insight into what has been done. Mr. Sheyi Bankole yourself, you have a question? You just typed hello. Oluwaseyi Bankole, are you asking a question? You type hello. Okay, I think I need to end here. So take care. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Sheyi Bankole, hello, I'm with you. Please go ahead.
Please, I didn't join the morning session this morning, and you analyzed some instruments, USD, CHF, and other instruments against the USD. So I didn't know we didn't drop the entry points because I've made my deposit, and I'm still waiting for my account manager to link me to the 5S group. Up to now, I've not gotten that request. So I don't know what was the entry point of those this thing you dropped on USD CHF and those CHF instruments.
It was supposed to be a manual trade. We wait for price to break out below the neckline, and it's a swing. So price is just around the neckline region now. When it breaks out, we'll definitely notify you on that.
Okay. Okay. On such trade, is it ideal someone just put like a buy that is by the limit on a limit, maybe the breakout, you just put it on a limit, then when it gets to that direction, it should just sell rather on the sell limit if it breaks out uh, that resistance or support.
Well, everybody's preference is different. For me, I want to see the clear breakout. I analyze the head and shoulder on USD CHF, and I'm awaiting the breakout to happen. Price is around the neckline, like I said, and when it breaks out below, I say clear breakout. Then we take the trade. So
Okay.
that's it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sorry.
You're welcome.
Like we noticed that there is a sell limit trade on USD CHF that was
Yes.
dropped in your group. Well, it's not coming from you. Neither is it coming from Victor. Other members of your staff also drop
Okay, that
signal random.
was Victor now. It was Victor that posted it.
I'm
Yes.
seeing. Okay, one number, the one, two numbers. Okay,
Victor
right,
is the
thank
one
you.
that posted it. Yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. All right. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.